What's up, everybody? I'm here. I made it back. I'm back in Indiana, and all my fish look fantastic. The bear did a great job. And I brought home a new fish. And I got some coffee. So everything's good. What's going on out there in fish tank land? All the stuffs, you ready to see all the stuffs, Dansley? I got like the wide bandana going on today. I don't know why. What's up, Select Pet? Parlay to Spirit. What's up? Tampa Tom, what's going on, man? I'm back home where I can actually focus and read the chat and see you guys. I still need to sleep, though. That'd be great. I still haven't done that. Because I had to catch some fish and move some stuff around because I brought home fish. Candy, hello Candy, how are you? Green Terror Keeper actually got a notification. Rock on. YouTube's sending me the love again. Thanks, YouTube. Love ya. Joseph, I bought a plant. It's not for you, it's for me.
Alright, let's get up there.
It's for me. Science Gal, what's up? Since we're talking Science Gal, there she is. She brought me some stuff. Look at this. Look what Science Gal Aquatics and her awesomeness brought me. So, Science Gal Aquatics, or Carrie, met me at the MASI swap. She's a member of that club. And they gave her fishy bucks. They do this cool thing where they like give members money to spend in their auctions. They do like a special members only auction and they're like allowed to spend money. So Carrie went out in her backyard and found me a whole bunch of roly-polies or isopods. Isopods are roly-polies or pill bugs or whatever you want to call them. She found me a whole bunch of them. There's like, I don't think you can see them in there, but they're in there. And she brought me this one, and she brought me this one. And she fed them. They got like leaves and all kinds of food and stuff in there, so that like I don't have to worry about feeding them until tomorrow because I'm too tired. Sarah's on Lucas's channel and she says go to sleep. Because she's down there feeding the fish, because I'm guessing Lucas is asleep. Because you're feeding the fish. Is that an accurate statement? I got it. That's right. Okay, so I got some isopods. I'm a dragon. I don't need to sleep. No, I need to sleep really bad. But I had to move some fish and stuff around. So, you know. The things you do. So these guys are getting a friend. I know you love plants. I got plants. We'll get to the plant. I bought one plant. It wasn't the plant I wanted, but it was the plant that I needed. So these guys are getting a friend because I got a new Bichir. So shout out to Pleco Whisperer and also Turbofish, or Jeff, AJ, who is the man. Pleco Whisperer, there he is. There they are. Howdy. They hooked me up with this Bichir. I was over there drooling over their Bichirs. They had this one species I really wanted that was like super, super cool. I can't even pronounce it. I don't remember what it is. Maybe they can tell. Pleco Paradise? Pleco Paradise, yes. And then, I'm so tired, you guys. Yes, Turbofish and Pleco Paradise. Hooked me up. Thank you, Candy, for keeping me sane. And I can't function. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, they had this one species of Bichir, and I don't even remember what it was, but it was amazing, and I wanted one so bad. And by the time I went back over there, I know you do, Candy, that's why I love you. Thank you for helping me be a human. Went back over there to pick up this other Bichir, and some guy had come through that knew what they were and bought all of them. So they hooked me up with a Delhezi Bichir. Let me show you guys. I got you plugged in, so hang on. We gotta be careful with this. We gotta be careful with this. Check this dude out and tell me this ain't the coolest dude. Where you at, dude? He's in this plant. So by the way, Joseph, this is the plant that I got. This isn't a Nubius something. I don't know, it wasn't labeled. But this was from the same guy that was selling that big Anubis candy, or Nubius candy. And when I went back over there to buy the big one, it was gone. And he had a couple of these little ones for 10 bucks, so I was like, alright, give me a little one. And then this guy, this dude, is so cool. Would you come out of that plant, please, so people can see you? That'd be great. Yeah, the one you missed at? Yeah. So you can see his little face right there. That's a Delhezi Bichir. And he's acclimating well. And I wish he'd come out because he's got, yeah, come out, bro. Because he's got super cool markings. Come on out, bro. There we go. Show me a pretty tail. And I walked around with him in my shirt the whole time we were at the GCCA. Because he's adorable and I needed to walk around with him in my shirt. Isn't he cool? So he's got to do a little bit of growing out because as you can see, he's like a pinky finger maybe. A little smaller than a pinky finger. Yeah, he's super cool. Look at his super cool tail. Oh, yeah, move over here where we can get a good shot at you. Hi. Welcome to Indiana, bro. Yeah, I love his markings. It's going to go really well. So I got the solid Senegalis, the albino Senegalis, and now I got this Delhezi. It's going to look pretty sweet. You like my snails, Joseph? I got nice snails. I work very hard on my snails. Thank you very much. Hi, buddy. Look at his cute little face. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Right? Look at that. That's a nice Bichir right there. And he's doing super good. I'm a sucker for those, the doggy paddle. I know, right? With those front fins. So cute. Here, let me set this down. Maybe my coffee hands won't be so shaky. Yeah, I kind of am in love. He's coloring up really good now. Yeah, that's worse. There we go. Look what I did. I did a thing, Shelby Ray. I cannot be trusted around Bichirs. They have a special place in my heart, and also they keep my husband in the hobby because he loves them. So he's like super excited about this. Look at that face. I know, right? Delhezi. Look at the... I love it. How many things did Lucas do? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I am sure. He got killifish and those bettas at MASI and a bunch of rainbow fish from Gary and rainbow fish eggs and blackworms that we have to deal with. Okay, so I got that Anubias, and then look at this thing. I got this pleco cave that is not a pleco cave anymore. What do you guys see when you see that? Do you see rope fish? Because I see rope fish. Chilling. Just chilling. So we're going to rescape that tank. And all the lights are off because it's tired. Yeah, rope fish, right? Look at this thing. If that wasn't made for rope fish, I don't know what was. So I'm rescaping this tank. The rope fish got a macaroni. Look, I found a big macaroni. That's hilarious. So I'm going to rescape this tank. Actually, I think I'm trying to get Lucas to do it. And this is going to go in there instead of... So I got these huts. See the ceramic huts down there? I don't like them. They don't look natural at all. So I got this. I think it's going to look more natural and we can bury it more. I paid $9 for that. Ain't that good? It's totally a macaroni. And it's got the flat bottom, which I like, because it'll actually sit. You should wrap it in pilo moss. I'm going to let the green water wizard escape that tank, hopefully. And see if he can bury that in there. Yeah, that's a good looking plan, isn't it? It's all closed up right now because the lights are off. It'll bush out when the lights come on, but water wisteria. And a macaroni. Score. So what I had to do when I got home so that I could quarantine this plant, because you should quarantine your plants too, people, because stuff can come in on plants. So this plant and that fish are brand new, so they have to be quarantined. This tank was filled with albino galaxy guppy babies and longfin corridoriferae. So I had to catch them out, and I didn't want to put them in with the parents because they're still kind of small, so they're in this hang on the front breeder box. That big fish is not in the breeder box. So they got moved in here. Longfin baby cories got caught out and moved. Look how cute they are. That's batch number 2. They're still growing out. They're still kind of teeny. Where you at, Dad? Oh, so pretty. Why are you so pretty? Why are these guppies so pretty? Oh my gosh, okay. So yeah, these are adorable. Look at their adorableness. Nothing cuter than a baby catfish, man. Nothing cuter. Especially one with a punk rock high fin. So, I had to catch those out of there so that I could quarantine them. Yes, you should quarantine plants, man. Stuff can come in on your plants. Oh, now you're gonna come out. Look at you. What do you think of that nice 10-gallon you got all to yourself? Why is this moss purling? Because I turned the light on. Moss is purling. Is this plant purling too? Yes, it is. Look at that. That Anubis is purling. I just put it in there. It just goes to show you, people. Plants and water and fish. It does it by itself. You don't gotta do work. Just gotta change water. What's purling? Purling is when the plants put off oxygen. So, you see this bead of bubbles that's coming up right here? That's coming from this plant. So, what it probably is, let's see here. Yeah, so, if you look really close, right there at the base of the plant, you can see there's some damage. And what is happening is that's where the plant's trying to fix itself. It's growing and it's putting off oxygen bubbles. And that's called purling. See that? Now I'm an educational channel. Oh, wow. Maybe one day I'll have a Bichir come in on a plant. That'd be sweet. Is the Bichir really a he? How can you tell? Well, generally you tell by the back dorsal fin, or that's how I usually tell with them. This one's kind of small and a baby. My guess is that's a female, if I had to guess. Because usually the males will have a bigger piece coming off the back end of this tail. So let's go look at a different Bichir. Okay, so this one is probably a male. You see this big bottom fin right here on the back of the tail? And how that Delhezi's kind of straight line? That's probably a male. And I say probably because I'm not an educational channel. Not an educational channel, I'm just hobbyist. And this is probably a female. Oh, I scared her. See how she's a little more streamlined on the tail there? But that could just be because that's a baby. This is the only plant I bought, Joseph. You can have it if you do an entire video wearing the hat. Deal? Deal. Okay. One whole video wearing the hat. It has to be turned on the entire time and you can't turn it off. It has to be flashing. It's got to be more than a 20-minute video. Thank you and good night. That's an Anubias, by the way. I don't know what kind. Goals. Hashtag goals. Somebody should make these keyboards bigger on the phone. Yeah. Jeremy's Wild Studio. I love Bichir so much, but I do not have the tank for one. I don't either. It's gonna go in here. This is my husband's tank that keeps my husband letting me add more tanks to the house. Because what I think is gonna happen, and I was thinking about this on the way home, is so I told Lucas I didn't have anywhere to quarantine that Bichir because I really didn't think about it until I was on my way home because I can't think right now because I haven't slept. So I figured out how to quarantine him, and then I was like, okay, well, Lucas is going to give me a 20-gallon to quarantine him in. I was going to pick it up tomorrow while I'm at work, because neither of us wanted to go to storage. So I was thinking about it on the way home. I was like, well, if I clean out that 10-gallon, put the Bichir in there to grow out a little bit until he can go with the big boys, and quarantine him for a month, then when I get that 20-gallon tomorrow, I can set that up in a different spot, and I can do it as a cold water tank, and I can get an axolotl. Yeah, I really shouldn't be given tanks. That's dangerous. I generally will just figure out how to add more stuff. Do another thing, why not? Right, Dan? I mean... Yes, Joseph, we know. You love the plants. I love the plants, too. I've been repping plants all weekend. I was talking to one person, and they were like... talking about, oh, they walked up to the table and they said, can you put these plants in water? He said, that's what you do with plants. That's how you aquarium. That's how you nature, bro. You put water and fish and plants all together, and then nature goes, life. It was so much fun. I love doing these swaps and these conventions and getting to talk to people, and they're just so amazed by what Lucas is doing and what nature has the ability to do if you just don't mess with her. Like, just let her do her thing. Stop with all the filtering and the cleaning and the incessant cleaning, and your fish tank doesn't need to be that clean. When have you ever gone to a river and gone, you know what? That is a very clean river. You could drink out of that. Plants first always. Well, maybe not. I mean, let's be honest. There needs to be a fish in there. It's a symbiotic relationship between the water and the plant and the fish. And the snails, that's right, Reels Tank. Snails are part of it. Hi, Priscilla. How's it going? Jeremy's Wild Studio, what are you doing? I'm going to be moving 4 bettas into a divided 20 long, so I'm going to have 4 small tanks free up, and the plan is to get rid of them, but part of me is like, yeah, that's never the plan. The plan is never to decrease tanks. You always do that with your smaller tanks. You'll be like, okay, I'm going to upgrade this one, and then I can shut down these 10s and these 2.5 gallons. And then what actually happens is you set up the big, you upgrade the people to their bigger tanks, and then you have all these little tanks open up and you throw stuff in there. That's what happens. What did I get? I got a Delhezi Bichir. Priscilla, hello. You watched Game of Thrones? How was it? My husband still wants to watch it. I told him he needs to get with Dan Slee. Dan Slee offered to let him on his HBO thing. He's just lazy.
I'm not a lazy woman.
And Dan says no spoilers, he's only halfway through.
I'm not spoiling. I don't want to.
No one's talking to you, bear.
Wench.
Ah, I'm a wench. I'm a sleepy wench.
Salty.
Priscilla peed her pants a little. It must be good. Well, she peeped her pants a little, but I'm guessing she meant peed her pants a little, and that was just like a autocorrect error. Right? Right. Anywho, Green Terror Keeper. I have an empty wall in my house. Maybe room for more tanks. That's right. Any free room. Room for more tanks. Oh, Jimmy just put out a video. Revealed Dean's new biotope aquarium. Well, I have to go watch that. Because that's going to be amazing. Pleco Whisper, I've been trying to get into some of your Google Hangouts. And every time I get the time to do it and I go to hit the button, I end up having to do something. And I'm like, dang it. I was going to get in there and hang out in the Google Hangout. And then fish washing or something. I don't know. Randomness. It's always randomness. Yeah, there is a lot of death in Game of Thrones. Not just the one you watched, the whole thing. It starts with death and it ends with death, and there's death all day. Wake up, that diary must look odd. Wake up in the morning, death, death, death. JH Aquatics says, real fish, I have not forgotten about you. He has not forgotten you. So that's everything I got. And then I moved stuff around. And that's about all that's happening here. I gotta set up my summer tubs because I gotta move some more stuff around. Green Terror Keeper has now asked, what's your favorite fish right now? I know there is a lot to choose from. Sound off in the chat. What's my favorite fish? It's very easy. Very easy. Awesome dragon scenes. Ooh. Ropefish. That's correct. It is summertime time. I'm so excited. Yeah, my favorite fish is ropefish, always and forever. Like, I keep other fish and I love other fish, but ropefish. Ropefish for life, ropefish all day, ropefish tomorrow, ropefish yesterday, all the time. We know Pleco Whisper. It's not easy being Big Easy. It ain't easy. Yeah, ropefish are my favorite fish. And what really grinds my gears, here's what really grinds my gears, so rant time. Everybody else's favorite fish, hi Greg Bean, what's up? How you doing? Everybody else's favorite fish, like, the reason y'all have such a hard time choosing is because your favorite types of fish have lots of fish. So, like, if your favorite fish are rainbow fish. Let's say you keep a ton of different rainbow fish, and you're like, what's your favorite fish? Oh, there's too many to choose. Yeah, because your favorite fish is rainbow fish, and there's a bajillion varieties. Or, my favorite fish is endlers. There's a bajillion varieties. Guppies, bajillion varieties. Grammies, all that, right? If your favorite fish, or there's only one kind, ropefish, so like, there's, in that, if you're gonna go by like the genus, phylum, species type thing, the Bichirs and the ropefish are the most closely related. So it's like, ropefish are my favorite, and then I really like to study Bichirs because they're similar to the ropefish. But there's only one type of ropefish. There's not different color morphs, there's not different types, there's just ropefish. Now Bichirs, there's different types. Senegalis, saddled Bichir, Delhezi Bichir, there's a Nile Bichir, there's like 13 different types of Bichir. But everybody else's favorite fish, there's multiples. And y'all get to like do the collector thing. I'm like, my favorite fish is ropefish. We can talk about ropefish all day. Ropefish? Would you like to say ropefish again? Ropefish? There's not a lot of variation. Rant over. What else is happening? I told SC Fish Keeping he should get a ropefish, and he said he would, but he doesn't want to step on your toes. Get a ropefish. I'm going to breed them before you anyway. Try it. Try and beat me. I've done a year's worth of research on that project. I encourage everyone to keep ropefish if you're going to do it right. It's a semi-aquatic fish. It needs somewhere that it can like rest up out the water, and also don't let it jump. They'll jump out the tank. How do I feel about the scarlet batis? I had scarlet batis. I love them. I really, really wanted to breed them because I really think they're adorable. I love the way they move. I love how cute they are. The problem with scarlet batis is I couldn't breed them because it's impossible to get a female. Because the collectors go out and they collect them, and the females look like nothing. They just look like a plain brown, not even brown, like washed out silver with maybe a hint of nothing in them. And they don't collect those because they don't sell because they're not pretty. So what they end up getting is they end up getting a bunch of males and a bunch of subdominant males that have washed their color out. And as soon as you get them in a tank and they have room, they either color up or they all kill each other. It really made me mad. Because I thought I had a female. I thought I was going to do it. Didn't work out. Jesse has a pair. 808 Tank says Jesse has a pair. One of the guys in our club, Charlie Grimes, I think, was trying to breed them. And I think he has a female, but he's not telling anybody about it. Yes, they're adorable little savages, right? They're just like a whole lot of power packed in a little teeny tiny fish. Let's see. I had something similar to a ropefish, says Green Terror Keeper, when I was 12, and my mom got rid of them because she thought they were ugly. I'll never forgive her. Yeah, my mom used to have problems with them because she thought they looked like snakes, but when you really watch them, they're underwater dragons. They're like luck dragons. Luck dragons. Do I like eels? I like eels. I just don't like that they're confused with ropefish. Late night party, Sunshine Aquatics? Yes. You missed what I got, Bob? Bob, I got a macaroni. You want to see my macaroni? Should we show Bob the macaroni? And I also got a Bichir. Yeah, I did that. Hang on, Jaden. I'll be in there in a second. I got a macaroni. Isn't this the perfect pleco cave for ropefish? It's actually a ropefish cave now, but it looks like a macaroni. I've never seen one like that. Thought that was genius. I was like, you know who loves that? Ropefish. Tell me that wasn't made for ropefish. What else is gonna love that? Pleco ain't gonna like that. What's gonna like that? Maybe tire track eel? Tire track eel looks sweet in that. Did you get the platinum Bichir? I got a Delhezi Bichir. Hang on, I'll show them to you again. But only one more time because I gotta turn that light off because all these lights are supposed to be off. Let's see here. I probably need to plug this phone back in. What's happening? That's my thumb. Do you like my thumb? Yeah, I have a hamster. Hamster would love that. Let's see here. There you go, Bob. Oh, man, I can't get close enough with this cord. I'm going to have to plug it in a second. Dragon got stuff and things. That's right. Look at his little face. So I got that Anubius that he's playing in. And I got this Delhezi Bichir, who is bomb. Look at that tail. You are bomb, ma'am or sir, whatever Ma'am, I think. Joseph, that's how your snail game should be. You see those shells? That's how shells on snails should look. Mind your snail shells, people. Isn't that thing gorgeous? Amazing. And when he grows out, he's going to go in the big boy tank. Or she. Or he. I don't know. It's kind of small. I shouldn't be making a judgment. Shouldn't be making a gender judgment here. That plant's still purling. You see them bubbles? Hello, crystals, pets, and plants. How are you? How are you? Okay. My arms, my legs, my body. Okay. Hang on. Stand by. I gotta stop saying stand by. Got Michael on the brain here. Okay, here we go. All the other lights are off. So I got that. Oh, and look at this, Bob. Carrie from Science Gal Aquatics went out and got me a whole bunch of isopods. So I got pill bugs. She's the bomb. She's the bomb.com. Oh, coffee, I left you. I'm sorry. Come here. Come here, coffee. It's okay. I got it. I got the coffee. So, there we gave Bob the tour. And anybody else that was coming in, and Priscilla. Breed it so I can buy babies from you, right? But yeah, I want to look good, so I got the Senegalese Bichir, the solid one. I got the albino one, the Senegalese albino. And then I'll have that Delhezi in here. And they're all upper jaw species, so in the Bichirs, generally what I look for to know whether a Bichir is going to be like a saddled Bichir, which can get like yay big, or like a Senegalese Bichir, which gets like, 7 inch, about like this. About like that, dude. Upper jaw versus lower jaw. So these are all upper jaw. Their upper jaw is bigger than their lower jaw. On the ones that get really big, like the saddled Bichirs and the endolacari or whatever, the saddled Bichir, their lower jaw is actually bigger than their upper jaw. So that's generally how I tell on Bichirs. Even when like they tell you what they are, I always look at the jaw just to make sure I'm not getting sold something that's not what I think it is. Jaws on Bichirs. That doesn't work for ropefish. They all get the same size. Wait, who learned something? You learned something? Wait, what? I just learned something. Select pet. See? I can teach things. I'm not an educational channel, but I can teach things. That's why I love this hobby. Because if you actually just talk to people about your fish and what you know about your fish, then they'll tell you what they know about their fish, and then you learn things versus we all just kind of yell at each other. So bottom jaw bigger equals bigger Bichir. Correct. If they've got the bigger bottom jaw that comes under their top jaw, that's a big Bichir. They're going to need a bigger boat. That's right, sadly, punk. Upper jaw bigger. Upper jaw goes over the bottom jaw, that's going to be a smaller Bichir. Hashtag no yelling. Did I yell? No yelling at people. Oh, no yelling at people, right. You get the fish police come out at you. Like, don't fish police, just learn something or teach me something. Like, if you have something to say about something I'm doing that is different the way you do it, then let's talk. Like, I was talking to this snail guy at MASI, who was super awesome. We were talking about line breeding snails. And I was talking about how when I get my population super high in my tanks, they start crashing my TDS. So remember I was doing all those tests with TDS and I'm having to do water changes because these snails are crashing this TDS. He actually goes to the Tractor Supply Company or like a farm store, and he gets crushed oyster shells that they feed to chickens. It's like chicken scratch, and he puts that in his tank almost like substrate, or he'll put it in a bag and put it in his filter, and it releases into the water. It's basically just straight calcium because it's crushed up oyster shells, and it helps with the snail shells, and they eat it, and it adds TDS and calcium. So it's like, that's actually really genius and probably the smartest way to add calcium into the system that I've heard. Like, money-wise, like, you don't have to buy the wonder shells or crushed coral or any of that stuff. Just straight bags of crushed oyster shells from farm, TSC, Tractor Supply Company, that they give to chickens. I don't even know why I didn't think of that. That's genius. See, that's the kind of genius we need in this hobby. People figuring stuff out. Daryl's here. What's up? Nick Stenseth says it's great for gardens, chicken scratch. Friday Fish Facts, what's up, Ron? Ron, what's up? Select Pet says, okay, so Bichirs are on my list again now. Yeah, just look at that jaw. Just look at that jaw. Oh, you guys, I need to go to bed. What's up, Ron? I need to go to bed. That's what's up. I've been to Missouri and Chicago, and I did a lot of driving and not a lot of sleeping. But I saw some things, and I did some things, and I talked to some people. I think that the GCCA is going to be a little bit bigger next year. We were talking to Jason from Primetime Aquatics. That stuff's going to be cool. Dan Slee's now paying me to go to sleep. $2 for the hashtag sleep fun. My hands are actually getting better. Sarah gave me some stuff, and I put it on there, and they look a little less angry. And they don't hurt as bad, and they're not bleeding anymore. So, hashtag Sarah is awesome. And Lucas actually allowed me to put something on my hands, and then it became a big problem because I couldn't touch anything. And he found other things he needed to do. So, I was like, I'm sorry. I put this stuff on. Jeremy's Wild Studio says, you were just in Missouri? I live in Missouri. Yeah, we went to the MASI swap. The MASI club swap in just outside of St. Louis, I think. I don't know. Yeah, just outside of St. Louis. Closest I got to a Bichir is a Dragon Goby and Dojo lotions. Those are still pretty cool. Oh, Sadly Punk with the $2 super chat. Clock off LRB time. Yeah, right. I live on it. It's amazing. I do need a nap, though. Look at this. Stuff's happening here, people. Nothing good. My fish are like, go to bed, woman. It's time for bed. Turn these lights off. And I'm like, but I haven't seen you in 2 days, guys. What's going on? Who had babies? Did anyone have babies? No. No one had babies. I'm ready for summer tubs. I got too many fish in here. I got fish that need to move to summer tubs. Jeremy lives just outside of St. Louis. Holy crap. Why aren't you part of the MASI club? Join your local club, man. That's how I got my job. That's how I end up changing 300 tanks of water a week. Oh, Bob Kaler with your $10 super chat. I love you, Bob. Hand meds, Bichir food, or something. Hashtag OG squad. Bob is OG squad. Thanks so much, Bob. I'm going to buy... What am I going to buy with that? Something cool. I don't know. I don't know. I need splash tetras, though. And summer tubs. And splash tetras. And I almost bought a giant pleco, you guys. Oh, my gosh. I'm a crazy person. Literally, they had a royal pleco this big, and I was staring him in the face, and I was like, oh my gosh, why don't I own you? And he had the stripes, his zoot suit. Have you seen the royal plecos? They have the zoot suit and the red eyes, and he was this big, and I was like, where would I put it? The Bichir tank. Where would I quarantine it? I don't know. I can't buy it. And I walked away. And then I was like, we were all packed up and ready to go. And I was like, I'm going to go see if he still has it. If he still has it, I'm going to offer him money for it. And they didn't have it. Thankfully, they didn't have it. So I didn't come home with it, or else I don't know what I would have been doing right now. Trying to figure out where to put a pleco this big for quarantine. Because he ain't going to fit in that 10-gallon. He's bigger than it. So, I'm a little bit crazy. I also almost spent $40 on a betta I didn't need. But that betta was sweet. This is what happens, people. You go to these places and you see these things, and then you're like, I need it. Fortunately, there were no jet black axolotls, or else I would have been purchasing one of those. But I am going to purchase one of those because now I may have another 20-gallon long tomorrow, and I don't need it for grow out or quarantine because I'm already growing out and quarantining in that 10-gallon. So I'm thinking axolotl tank. I'm thinking jet black axolotl. Green Terror's going to bed. It's 2 a.m. I'm going to bed too. I love your vibe too. Keep it up, Green Terror. Keep talking. Or go to bed, whichever one you need. Greg Bean, tried to count my baby guppies in my 125 summer tub. Gave up after 37. They're too small for old fart eyes. Counting guppies is rough. Yeah, that MASI club is good. You need to check that out. They got good stuff going on. Nick says, my green dragon nose bristlenose had another batch of fry. Had to remove the male and put him in my tank with my other males. My gold male, albino, long fin, super red male. I got loads of select breeding. That's awesome. I can't get my plecos to go. I don't know what their problem is. You won't regret the axolotl tank. I don't think so either. But I'm holding out for the right one. Like, I've seen axolotls everywhere, and I could have had one already like that. I want a super, super good melanoid. A super good one. Bob says, I live in a house that has more fish than an LFS. The struggle, well, you know. Struggle's real, Bob. Tank space is high commodity. Like, if this was real estate around here, we'd be charging, like, at least $1,000 a gallon. Because it gets real. Sadly Punk says, hey, Dragon, is it possible ropefish lay eggs out of water? No. Nope, they lay them in water. They're black. They're egg scatterers. They're black eggs. Where'd I put my coffee? There it is. Black eggs. Let's see. Jeremy says they always have axolotls at local reptile expos. Right? They just don't have the axolotl of my dreams. Like, they always bring the ones that glow under the black light, and this one has spots, and this one's all mottled, and this one's albino, and this one's... I need the melanoid-iest melanoid of melanoid axolotls. I need an axolotl that is absolute black. Like, you can't see him. Doesn't reflect light. Just the darkest souled axolotl ever. I need to find him. Bob says, are ropefish cannibals then, or do they do any parental care? From what I have read, seen, and been able to discern, I do not think they offer any parental care. I think if given the opportunity, they would eat their young. I don't think their young habitate in the same place that they do, as far as water column goes. I think that's the trick to it. Jeremy says, I think I have your dream axolotl. Melanoid black, no black ligo, purple gills. Well, I need to see a picture of that because I'm willing to drop some serious cash on it. Select pet, what's the going rate on axolotls? Well, crap, looks like something else to add to my list. The good one, like, you can get an axolotl for like $15, $10 at a reptile expo. He says, no, it's Jeremy's Wild Studio says, no, it's mine. Send me a picture. We're gonna talk. I offered, so there's this guy that does axolotls that's at our, he usually shows up at like the local reptile expos around here. There's a video on my channel. Okay, I'm gonna check it out after this. There is a guy that does axolotls that's from around here, and he has a chimera. It's literally perfect split right down the middle, albino, melanoid, right? So it's black and white. Split right down the middle, chimera. So it's two different genetics mushed together. It's the most amazing animal I've ever seen in my life. I offered him ridiculous amounts of money. He wouldn't even give me a price. He wouldn't even tell me how far I had to go, and I went far trying to get that thing off of him. Man. Turbo Fish is here. What's up? I already showed that Bichir a couple of times. I love him. He's doing great. He's amazing. I think it's a she. But she's amazing. And I love her. I had to catch guppies and all kinds of stuff just to get her own quarantine tank. She's over there checking it out. She's probably eating snails over there. You're the best, Turbo Fish. You sold the Bichirs I wanted, but that Delhezi, I think, has stolen my heart. Stolen my heart. Okay. Greg says, Fish Fam, check out the Tractor Supply stores. I bought a 125-gallon tub for $15 due to having a small crack in the very top. They discount them super cheap just to get rid of them. Yeah, Tractor Supply for the win. I love Tractor Supply stores. just for the sheer fact that everything in there is what you need at a good price. I used to buy my pants there, like my jeans, and my clothes and my shoes, because I'm redneck. Cody's on $5,000 for a chimera at a swap a couple weeks ago. Yeah. I offered him a lot of money. I don't even think he would have taken $5,000. I wanted that thing so bad. I was willing to declare some bankruptcy for that thing. Yeah, $5,000. Yeah, the chimeras, dude, that's an off-the-chain animal. Bob says, oh my god, I wish I hadn't seen that tub and pond already. Yeah, it's a super sweet deal. Did you make it home alright there, Turbo Fish? AJ, how'd everything go? What'd you end up going home with? Anything? Sadly, Punk has surgery in the morning. Well, good luck and be careful, and I hope everything goes well, and we will see you tomorrow when everything goes well. Okay, Chimera's off my list. Select pet. You ain't got $5,000 for a fish that can't keep itself alive that's actually a salamander from Mexico that likes cold water, regrows its limbs? Nick says, I can't wait till my oddball baby bristlenose grow up. My dark albino will see through bodies like glass fish. Have 4 from the batch they came from. It'd be cool to see it breach true. Yeah, it'd be super cool. Yeah, good night, Sadly Punk, and I hope everything goes well. We will be thinking about you. I don't know what kind of surgery you're having, but anytime they cut on your body, it's not good. And hopefully it gets better. Okay, what time is it, Candy? Can I go to bed yet? Did I do all the things I have to do today? I think I did. I got my macaroni home. I put the new Bichir in there. I got all the Corys out so he wouldn't eat them. I gotta turn some lights off. Bear fed the fish. Jeremy says the chimera is artificial too. They do that to the embryo by exploiting the axolotl's regeneration ability. Right, I was listening to somebody talk about how they do it. They like actually split the eggs and like genetically splice them. Genetically spliced eggs. Bear's not listening to you, Candy. Alright, I'm going to bed. Everybody's yelling at me. And Bear's not listening. If it regrows, will it regrow 50% or become 2 $5,000 critters? No one knows. No one knows! What did Dan say that's so funny? Candy Overhaul, slayer of email, permitter of sleep. She does it all. Candy puts the dragon to sleep. Go to sleep, dragon! I like angelfish in theory, Nick. I think they are beautiful, and I love that other people keep them, but they eat my profits, so I'm not cool with it. Alright, good night, everyone. Sleep well when you get there. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, everyone, go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I got this hair that's doing this weird thing. Is this? What is this? What is that? Okay. Alright, I'm going to bed now. Joseph is apparently still alive because he thinks people need to know that. We're glad you're alive, Joseph. Enjoy your island. I'm still waiting on those leaves. I gotta go to bed. I'm very, very tired. Select pet. Bob. Good night, Bob. Shelby Ray. Joseph's awake. I'm going to sleep. Well, you go live then, Joseph, because I'm going to sleep. Because I've been awake since 10 o'clock. No, not 10 o'clock. 6 a.m. I don't know. I don't care. Doesn't matter.